everybody, this is day 6 of rebuilding my 2003 Jaguar S-Type. Last time I was struggling with the radiator fan, hopefully I get it out today. For regular updates on this project, subscribe to my channel and ring the notification bell. First I'm gonna address an issue that came up when I was editing the last video just a few hours after it was produced. Even that time I couldn't exactly remember which hoses I took off and where they had been connected, which could run me into a big trouble at the reassembly. So I went for this set of colored adhesive tapes and will now use them to mark the mating connections. I will also number these all the way through, with number 1, which I released first, and so on. This should simplify the reassembling in 3 ways. I will know where each hose or wire belongs. Since I put the number on top or at the front, the positioning of each part will be obvious, and finally it tells me with which hose I must start, of course the one with the highest number, not to interfere with others. Now I will try to get out the radiator fan. Last time I detached it already from the radiator, but it's still connected down there. There are 2 cooling lines that have to be disconnected, and that's what I will do now. I managed to shift these 2 brackets towards the left side, but wasn't able to disconnect the cooling lines. There is very little space in here. To be able to do this, I will have to get all the other cooling lines out of the way first that cross above here inside the engine compartment. I was now able to get the upper radiator hose out of the way. I simply placed it there between the engine and the radiator fan. Then I pulled this assembly out of the engine bay. Take care it's connected to a plug here at the bottom, and the wire is that short, so you have to disconnect it while it's still down here. I used pliers pressed towards the 2 sides of the plug, and it releases quite easily. Now I will once again try to remove these hoses. Yes. This was the first. And the second. The fan assembly moves, but still isn't fully detached, and the reason is this cable harness that exits at the bottom and is plugged in here at the front of the car.
since the fan is removed, I gained a lot of room here inside the engine compartment, and it should be easy now to detach the radiator itself. And therefore I will first have to unscrew these two plastic brackets that hold it on top. In the next step, I try to remove the lower cooling hose that's still attached to the radiator and also to the engine down there. Actually, there are 3 separate radiators built into this car. The big one that cools the engine, a second slimmer one right in front of it, obviously connected to the air conditioner, and finally this slim one which seems to be the trans fluid cooler. These radiators are connected to each other and to the car in a way I don't fully understand yet, so time to take a break and continue another day. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up. See you back next time. Goodbye.